Recording in progress.
All right, so here's basically what I've learned, I guess, so far. Basically, to get to this screen, you got to go into accounting and hit charge members. And it will take you kind of to the management area where you deal with all the billing. So you can look at the billing history and you'll see the two that I did today. So these were actually manual runs. Obviously, they don't say automatic runs. So basically they're going to stay in this area until they get completed. And I guess obviously it says until all the, invoices are paid, they're not going to be completed. So once that gets done, we need to be able to come in here and track down, I guess, the failed payments and communicate with the customers. But it looked like the majority of them went through. I did find some of them were prior to 2/1. So I basically ended up having to do one more run. There's like 8 members in this thing. It got a couple of them paid, but there's still a few others that need to be dealt with. So anyway, so it kind of breaks them down into a couple of categories. You got ones that had failed payments, either for expired cards or any type of reason that, just didn't process. Maybe a number was wrong. Basically, it'll tell you if you click into the invoice, you can go see some more detail. And some of these ones that say unattempted, like this particular customer, we don't actually have a payment method on file. So, we need to call them and get that. But it did go ahead and post an invoice to their account. So if we go to Thompson Street Flats, it should show them with a balance due. Take a look and see. Yeah, there's the balance on their invoice. On the membership, if we went into the customer, you can see they've got a balance, so that'll actually flag the CSRs too. If somebody goes to book a call from them through the call screen, it'll pop up that box that they have a balance due of $239. Hopefully, start hoping to collect on some of these things and not having us run maintenances and stuff behind, not collecting on the funds. So anyway, so let's go out of this customer. And then the 4 that got paid out of that second little group I did, went ahead and got them updated. We probably missed a few months of billing on some of these customers. They were just created, I think, between October and December, just weird things. So I basically changed them all to be 2/1, and they have been updated since then. Now that we've posted and collected an invoice, they should be back on track. And let's see if we take a look. One of these. It's got their next billing date on 3/1. So that doing that process got everything updated on its own. I didn't have to go in and change that. So that all looks like that's working good. So yeah, so that's a little bit of stuff on there. The automatic billing rules, we'll just have to wait until the 15th. I don't see why this will cause any issues. The way I understand everything in here is if we go look at the dates now, for everything that's due, let's say for the total month of February, got about 824 people. So most of these people were due on 2/15, right there at the end of the month. So I was a little concerned about some of these that are saying plus tax, but the ones on the billing run I just did, it did not charge anybody, additional fee or anything. I think this is just a default for how Service Titan does it when you set it up. But I went back and looked at some of the people that had that same template, and it did not charge them extra that I saw. So I was a little worried, but it seems like it's okay and didn't charge anything extra and just did the $19.99. So, but basically these are all the people that should be billed on the 15th through the end of the month. Yeah, other than that, should be pretty well good. Let's see, billing history. So basically with these, kind of 4 billing runs we've got in here, it did break out, these people who have failed payments, and then a little small group of people we just need to probably call and get a method of payment on file for, and then collect on the invoice. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any other questions, but I think everything worked pretty well. If we did need to do it again manually, just to review, so we've got it on video. Basically all I did was essentially set my date range. Like if I just wanted to go bill everybody that was due on the 15th, I could say the 15th through the end of the month, search for the members. You hit the little checkbox And then the second piece is click the select all, because right now we've only selected the first page people. So when you select all 824, it tells you right there. I hit generate and charge invoices, and it started that process. I sent you a picture of, and you can let it run in the background. So everything seemed to work pretty good. It did also still auto batch. Let me get out of this just so we don't accidentally do that. So even though I did a manual run, you can see here's the two that I did for memberships. They don't say automatic billing run because it was manually done. So on the 15th, it should show up another automatic billing run, but the ones I just did, it still put them all into a batch, all the ones that were successful and went through. Got about 8 pages of people and the total, and everything looks like it matched. They're all batched and ready to post. Once we see that, go to the bank. And then the group that did not process, we've got them all right here. So this is one of the ways that it's pretty easy if we want to go ahead and say, hey, email all of these people. We can download this to Excel and call them. So there's some different things we can do here, but an easy way to go ahead and communicate with how many people that are in this one. I think about 80 people in this. We can send them a quick email and say, hey, your charge didn't process. I don't know that I want to do that right now, but we may want to do that tomorrow or Monday, so we don't get too far into the month. But I'm sure that's probably going to prompt some phone calls if we email 80 people. So I just don't want to bombard you in case you're getting a lot of other calls from other reasons. So let me know, but hopefully that helps, or you should be able to access this as well if you just go to the failed batch and do email all. And these are just the people that did not actually have a payment go through. And you could look at each one of these invoices one by one if you wanted to. Let's see, hey, it's, do not honor. Not sure what that means, or if they said put a stop charge on us, or who knows. Probably some different reasons in there, depending on, who knows. So anyway, hope that helps. Let me know.